Scorpio, welcome to your past, present, future for the week of August 11th through the 17th. This is Empowered World Tarot. My name is Holly Christine. We are a new channel. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help today with Scorpio's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Feel free to exchange or reverse the energies out as necessary. And let's see what's going on. We're going to do a 10 plus card layout. We're going to clarify everything, get some advice from the universe, as well as an oracle card at the end. So let's see what's going on. There we go. You are showing up with the Seven of Swords in the recent past. Oh, the Four of Cups. And the Ace of Cups. In the current energies, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles right at the heart of your reading, and the Hermit card. In the immediate future, Judgment, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. The overall energy for your reading today, the Hanged Man. There it is. And what brings us to this particular reading? The Ten of Wands, a heavy burden. Oof. All right, so let's talk about these base cards for a minute, and then we'll get to the nitty-gritty with the clarifiers. The Hanged Man, you are on pause right now, stepped back. You've removed yourself from the situation. You're in observation mode, and you're just gaining perspective, looking at things, going over it with a fine-tooth comb, looking at everything. In the recent past, Seven of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Cups. It looks like you're ready to go somewhere. After some time of isolation, you are emerging ready to move on. And yet, I see you here very depressed. You can't help but be upset about what happened in the past and all the things that didn't work out when it comes to a new opportunity for love in your life. In the current energies, we have a lot of abundance here. Perhaps this is tied up to everything you ever wanted, is what you're showing me. And now you're independent, single, on your own, and feeling overwhelmed by that. So it looks like you disappear again, right back to where you emerged from when you first showed up back there, ready to move on, but it looks like you can't quite do it. You're not quite ready, so you're going back into hibernation, doing the introspective work. You just want to be alone, and a lot of deep healing is needed for you at this time. In the immediate future, your soul is calling you. Your soul wants you to make a decision. And it looks like you have this opportunity here to gain some truth, and therefore thereby taking action based on that clarity that you achieve. And then you're ready to move forward cautiously and maybe start investing in your stability again, is what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify. Wow, it looks like you've been through a really hard time. Really upsetting, very depressing, sad, lonely. We're going to start out clarifying the Hanged Man and the overall energy, please. Gaining perspective. Yep, that's exactly what it feels like is happening here. Show us the Hanged Man. Oh, something flipped. Aha. Somebody walked away, 8 of Cups. And you are gaining perspective about that. Justice. Could have been a marriage here. Yep, look at that. 10 of Pentacles. Our first repeating energy tied up to everything. The whole family. Whatever that means for you. Kids, grandkids, parents, aunts, uncles, in-laws, all of it. Friends. This affects all of it. And you are now gaining perspective. No wonder you feel so upset and so... Yeah. Oh, look at the bottom. 10 of Cups. That was a happy homestead. That's what brought us to this whole scenario of being so upset because you really felt you had it all. You were really happy. You thought everybody was stable and happy, love and stability. It looks like you had it all. Okay. Somebody walked away from this marriage and you are trying to gain perspective now. Okay. Yeah, it does look really hard. Let's take a look at the 7 of Swords in the recent past. Where you first emerged from your break of rest and contemplation and tried to do some healing. You thought you were ready. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't like being here. I don't like the way this feels. Let's move on. Let's just go. It's sort of the energy, but it's you show us pretty quickly that you're really not ready. But here you are trying in the past. Show us the 7 of Swords, please. Okay. Oh, wow. That card, I don't know if the camera caught it, but when it flew out, it stood on its edge like that for like a whole second. I can't even get it to do it when I try to do it. Anyway, 6 of Swords, yeah. The Ace of Wands. Queen of Cups, okay. And at the bottom, the Ace of Pentacles. So, yeah, you went away for a little while. With the hope and inspiration to take the action, to be able to open up your heart again, to be able to heal, to be able to gain understanding and forgiveness for the situation, and to really let it go and really come back into yourself, your emotionally balanced self, healed self, and ready to open up your heart to life, to love, to whatever is next. You're very clearly showing me why you went away and what the inspiration was. And that's how you were trying to get yourself back into stability again, even if you had to start over on your own. Let's take a look at that 4 of Cups, please. Feeling down in the dumps, in the feels, depressed. Show us the 4 of Cups, please. It's like we can't take our focus off of it, even if we try. Or at least right here, anyway. Show us that 4 of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. And at the bottom, 5 of Pentacles. That's a lot of pentacles, you guys. Right? Okay. So here you are assessing the situation between Mr. and Mrs. Stability. That's how you saw yourselves. You thought you guys were going to be together forever, that you were solid as a rock. And you're just crying and sitting in the puddle of your tears, trying to figure out how did this happen, because you really thought everything was quite stable. But really, you were abandoned. You feel forgotten about and alone and left out in the cold and feeling really, really low, like low self-worth. Oh my God. Big hugs to you. All right, let's take a look at this Ace of Cups. This represents a new opportunity for love or joy of some sort to abound in your life. What is this Ace of Cups in the recent past? As you emerged and you tried your best to open up your heart, show us this Ace of Cups. Seven of Wands, blocked. Four of Pentacles, holding on tight. Eight of Pentacles, repetitive work. You're going to get all the pentacles in your reading. They might be here already. At the bottom, look, the Devil, unhealthy behavior pattern. Trying to keep your peace and keep all the unwanted energies poking at you out. I mean, you're trying, you really are. But this thing has a grip on you. And it keeps repeating. You want to open up to new love, but because of this grip that this depression and the upset that you're experiencing has on you, it keeps you in this cycle of repeating this, blocking energy, but holding on energy. It's like both, I'm blocking it, but I'm holding on to it. I'm trying to keep my peace, but this thing has a grip on me. It's like, it's like this cycle of, I think that's this unhealthy behavior pattern that's showing up. It's got a grip on you, this Devil. Totally understandable, though. I mean, let's move forward and look at the Ten of Pentacles, your everything. Everything you ever wanted to manifest, you already have it twice on the table, once over here, showing that we're gaining perspective about this, and over here, we're about to gain some more. Show us the Ten of Pentacles, please. Ooh, look what flew out with conviction, too. It's the card of conflict. Five of Wands. Oh, my God. The Ten of Wands. That's the heaviest burden of all, carrying all the responsibility of this Ten of Pentacles, this everything you ever wanted. It's like you carried the whole load. And not only is that showing up here, but as a reminder, that's the underlying reason for this whole entire reading. What brought us to this reading is this burden right here. It looks like you carried it all. You carried all the weight, all the baggage. Look at that. Hanged Man. Perspective gained. Look at that. You see Spirit working these cards, right? You see the story unfold, right? I mean, how could you not? Thank you, Spirit. The Hanged Man, gaining perspective. We have the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles. Just preceded by conflict, arguing, battling, struggle, strife, and just a heavy weight of burden. That's what it really was. You thought it was everything, but you know what? It was really quite the burden that you carried, all the responsibility and all the weight, all the baggage, all the things. It just shows the heaviness is on you. And at the bottom, oh, look at that. The World card. That's closing out a major cycle. Closing it out so that we can begin a new cycle in life. Yeah, because this one needs to surely go, but they don't go as fast as we'd like them to, do they? No, it takes time. It's a long, deep heal. And just when we think we're done and we're like, okay, good, I can move on, like you felt back here, and then you realize, shit, I'm still stuck in this. I'm not ready to move on. And then you got to go back in and do more work. Isn't that the case? I can definitely relate. And I think everyone who's ever had a situation like this where they've been in love and built their life and dreams on something and then it falls apart, it all requires healing. We all go through this at some point. And then we think we're ready and then we're not. So here we are right at the center of your reading, and you're showing up here as the Nine of Pentacles. It's the card of independence. It's the card of being single. It's the card of having a lot of abundance. Like you have resources, you're fine, but it actually looks like you're overwhelmed here. Like it's too much to deal with. But not in the Ten of Wands kind of way where you're carrying all the responsibility and heavy load. I mean, you are because you're independent here. You're on your own dealing with the material things in your life. And you just feel overwhelmed right there. Overwhelmed. Show us the Nine of Pentacles here. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles again, and the Ace of Pentacles. You're hopeful that you can gain control over all the abundance of things that you have to manage in your life. And it could be money and resources and bills and houses and things and all the things you got to manage in life. And you're just trying to get your stability back, is what it looks like. Very hopeful. The Ace of Pentacles is like a gift from the divine, getting ready to hand you more stability. And at the bottom, Seven of Cups. You're looking at a lot of options and choices. Perhaps that's why you feel overwhelmed. It's a lot to deal with when it comes to managing this. I think you'll do just fine. You've got a great attitude. You're willing to learn. You're going to master this. And you're being given this gift. Like I said, it's supported by the universe. It's being handed to you. You're being witnessed for everything that you're going through. I hope you feel that. I hope you feel supported because you are being given an offer here to help you get back on your feet. And it doesn't look like it'll take much because you already have so much going for you. But yeah, it's just nice to have support and to have options to look at. And even though some of them are confusing and might make you feel overwhelmed, you're going to do just fine. Let's look at the Hermit. Isolating to do that deep healing, shining the light in the dark, figuring out what is still in my way, what is on my path that's holding me back, what is it that I need to heal. Show us the Hermit, please. Two of Swords. The Fool. The Three of Cups. And at the bottom, the Ace of Swords, which is cool because that's coming up in the immediate future. So here you gain some more clarity, and it reminds me to look back over the overall energy of your reading is all about gaining clarity about someone leaving, about this balance in your life, this marriage, this commitment, and this everything that you invested into. So yeah, we're still gaining clarity in all these different areas. And here we go again. When it comes to deep healing, it looks like you're up in your head. You're undecided about something. There's something that you can't see or you don't want to look at yet, having to do with a new start, a new beginning. It's like, I'm not ready. I need to hide away from the world for a little bit longer. But once you do, you're just dealing with the last remnants of this, it looks like. It's a Two of Swords. So, I mean, it's not like it's a Seven of Swords over here. You see what I mean? You've reduced the confusion. You're not at a Nine of Swords. You're not at an Eight of Swords. You're not at a Seven of Swords. You're all the way down at the Two. So yeah, you're up in your head, you're confused, there's a couple things that are unclear, but that's okay because we're here to gain the clarity and you're doing a great job. And sometimes we need to just go away from the world for a little bit to continue to work on that, and that's what you're doing. But you are getting yourself ready for a new beginning. You're very, very close, and when you are ready, you'll be ready to come and commune with others, gather with friends, open up your heart a little bit, and go out and have a good time. Get together with people who care about you and enjoy. That's what that's about. You're getting yourself slowly ready to come out of your shell. And I know it seems like slower than slow because you've been working at it for so long in bits and pieces, in fits and starts, that kind of thing. Um, but it's happening and you're doing the work and you're right on track. I mean, I don't see how you could do any better than what you're doing. You're giving it your best, taking the time you need, being patient with yourself. Let's look at the immediate future. Judgment. Your soul is calling you right here. It's like the phone is ringing. Show us. Yes. Look at that. Couldn't be any better because the high priestess is the perfect archetype to answer the call. All she has to do is close her eyes and get quiet, and she is instantly connected to her soul. So, this is the phone ringing, and this is you answering it. And we could stop there, and I would be so happy and satisfied with the reading. That's beautiful energy. Good job. I told you you're doing such a great job this whole reading. You really are. Page of Pentacles. You're like, yes, I'm investing in my soul. Yes. Look at that. Judgment again. You're rising up to your highest self. You are answering the call. You're investing in this. You're like, yes, 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 I'm on board. I'm ready to be reborn. I'm ready to start anew and have it be in alignment with who I really am, what matches me on a soul level. And at the bottom, yes, the Empress, the ideal energy to create from. The ideal energy. You're ready to come out with this. Talk about rebirth. Look at her. She's ready to give birth to the whole world. This is your soul calling. You have an itch to answer it. And it's with this awesome energy of the high priestess and the page. You're so open to investing into yourself at this point that, oh my God, it's the most beautiful energy. Ideal energy, grounded, creative, nurturing, healing, healed. I mean, attractive, wonderful, ready to create, 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 create. You're feeling inspired here. I mean, who wouldn't? Your soul called you. You just had a phone call with God, you're ready. Now let's clarify this Ace of Swords. I'm so happy for you. I have chills all the way down my leg. In your very immediate near future, you're just going to be ready to burst out fresh and new and go after something that really feels good to you. Show us that Ace of Swords, please. Truth and clarity. It's the opportunity for new truth and clarity and to take action on it. There it is. Contemplating your future and which path to take. Getting your thoughts as clear as could be. Doing the final bits of healing. Doing the meditation. All the good things. Getting your mind straight. The Emperor. Bam! You emerge completely empowered. Ready to strategize. Ready to take on the entire world. That's what the Emperor does. We saw the Empress before, that ideal energy, very feminine, empowered, creative energy. And here you are empowered to take on whatever it is you want. You're ready. You are ready right here. And at the bottom, yes! Guys, it's the happiest card in the entire tarot. The sun. It represents bliss on steroids. You are ready for joy in your life. You're like, oh, thank God this is over. I'm ready. I'm out of this shadow that was plaguing me of sadness and despair and lack and all the things. You got in touch with your soul. You did the healing work. You took the time you needed. You gained all the perspective about, all the weight that you carried in your relationships and how you managed things. You gained clarity of all the healing that you needed. You were patient with yourself. building your stability, repairing your heart, all the things. You did it all. You couldn't have done it any better. Absolutely amazing. I'm so impressed. And here you are. You're rewarded here with truth and clarity. You're completely healed. You're ready to pick your path forward. And you are completely empowered by your own actions and by the universe. You're completely like ready to take on the entire world, whatever you want. Complete success. That's what the sun represents. Success and bliss on steroids. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better. Okay, we can stop right here. We can stop right here. Although, this is interesting because the Page of Pentacles shows up next and shows you're getting ready to invest in something. What is it? What are you getting ready to invest in here, Page? Oh, something flipped. What is it? What is it? Oh, yes, the most creative queen we've got, the Queen of Wands. She's so thrilled with herself. Look, she just like created fire right in the palm of her hand. That's pure inspiration and joy right there. Look who's investing in that. The moon. Secrets, things that you have not revealed or that are not being revealed. You're keeping it quiet. Knight of Swords, but you're taking action. You're going after it. You've made a decision, but you're keeping it quiet. You're not telling us here what it is. You're keeping it on the down low. You're creative inspiration, but you're investing in it. You're just starting to invest in it. Yes, whatever it is you're inspired to do, whatever's on your heart on a soul level that you've thought about doing and you never took the chance to do, but it still sparks that inspiration in you. Spirit is saying right here, you're full on supported and will be empowered to go after it with, and you'll have such sharp clarity and you're ready. You're healed. You won't have to worry, I don't think at all, about going back into your shell, which you've probably had to do a few times as you've gone through this healing journey. Look, the world at the end, at the bottom, I mean, of this layout, showing that you're closing out a cycle and you're ready to begin a new cycle. It's simultaneous. Because as soon as you end, you're ready to begin. And that's what this whole row is about. You closed out a cycle and you're beginning a whole new one. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. You could teach people how to heal after the ordeal that you've been through. Write a book, do something, share your story, because you know what they say, all the hardships that we have been through in our lives are teaching moments for us to help heal not only ourselves, which we have to do first, but then we can help bring that to others. And that's such a gift. So if you do feel inspired to do any of that, I don't see how you could go wrong. Let's get some advice for Scorpio going through these energies, doing an amazing job with their balance, gaining their balance, their emotional balance, their stability balance, just all of it, their mental balance. You are spot on. You're a gem. I don't see this as often as I wish I did, so I'm very glad that you have made it, and the outcome just looks so sunny and bright for you. Advice for Scorpio, please, to close off this reading, and then we'll get an oracle card after this. Advice or a closing message. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Fucking A. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Best card, the Hierophant. Love it. The Six of Pentacles. Tick-tock. Balance. Everyday balance. Ooh, the Nine of Swords. Okay, okay. And at the bottom, the Page of Swords. Okay, so there's a learning experience for you to take a look at in times of stress and anxiety when they do come up. It is reminding you to have your day-to-day balance be handled with this Hierophant. The Hierophant is, it's like the High Priestess, except that while she has to use her intent and actions to connect to her highest self, the Hierophant stays connected and operates on that level from the soul all the time. Always in that balance. Always stays connected. So if you can stay in a meditative practice on the regular, on a daily basis where you stay connected, you meditate twice a day and you do it regularly, I mean consistently, and you make it part of your daily, um, every day. TikTok, everyday balance. That's what that is. Everyday balance. Uh, you'll learn how to navigate any stress or anxiety that ever comes your way, because it does, it's life. We have to have some challenges, but this is how you do it. This is how you learn. This is how you prepare yourself. That's what the Page of Swords does. They're preparing, they're learning and preparing to take action. So that's what brings you here. So Spirit just wants to remind you, I believe, that using your connection with your soul, the same way you answered the call over here and you were able to get to your empowered self so that you could really move forward on your life now, and get away from all that past stuff, is to stay in that. Reconnect with it and stay connected with it on the regular, so that, in other words, let's see if I can not be so wordy this time, but it's uh, instead of here it is. Instead of waiting until we're in a moment of stress and then having to deal with pain and circumstances that we have to handle, and then figuring out how to heal from it afterwards, connecting with our soul and figuring out the healing process afterwards. This is saying is get out in front of it, make it a regular practice, and you won't run into that emergency level ever again. You'll be able to handle it all because you got out ahead of it with a regular practice. Okay. I'm sure that makes sense. I don't have to keep going over. Okay. So if you resonated with this, or if you just like the style of how we're going to do readings, throw a like, hit subscribe, add your comments, share your stories, how it resonates with you. This is a beautiful, amazing, awesome energy that I would recommend to everyone to heal and to connect with that part of themselves in their lives to better their lives on a daily basis. Absolutely amazing. Let's get an oracle card for you from the Dreamweavers oracle. Dreamweavers. Spirit, what message do you have for Scorpio? I'm so excited for them. They just did amazing on their healing journey, gaining perspective about all of it. Not only how things happened, but how to handle them moving forward now that they're finally going to get free from this. The Dreamweavers Oracle. What is the perfect message for Scorpio going through these energies? There it is. All the diamonds in the sky. It is card number 10. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to love it. You're going to love it, like I love your reading. The essential meaning: limitless potential and possibilities unique to you, moving out of limiting beliefs, reaching for the stars, and trusting that you will reach them. Often, the only things that separate us from from the life we want to live are our beliefs and the inner stories we tell ourselves about them. Perhaps you've been conditioned to see yourself as limited, less than, and unworthy. Maybe you're worried about the consequences of stepping out of your comfort zone right now, for the results of your expansion may not please others. Could it be you don't know the how, so everything looks like too much work and it makes you feel discouraged? The star you're reaching for may seem out of reach for you, but if you remember you come from the stars, you will see the threads of destiny the Dreamweavers have placed for you to find. Dream big and don't be afraid to be honest with yourself about what you really want to experience. As soon as you claim it, let go of your resistance to the surrounding. I'm sorry, let go of your resistance to the surrendering and shift from merely wanting to consciously intending. You will see, yes. Oh my God, this so fits your reading. You will see the thread connecting you to the star that was there all along. Step by step, the way forward will be revealed, and the how will be in the very capable hands of the universe. Believe in the power of the divine that exists in all things and especially within you. Believe in yourself, and soon you will see the magic. No man made construct can rob you of your inner light or the expression of your dreams, as they are sacred and holy. Keep going. You're on the right track. Like all the precious diamonds sparkling in the sky, the star of yours, this star of yours matters. It just makes me want to cry. It's such a nice message. I hope you listen to it again. You deserve to hear that multiple times and watch this multiple times because there's so much joy and success and accomplishment and empowerment and connection with your highest self and healing and just all these great things are here in this reading for you, Scorpio. Good job. And with that, I wish you all the luck in the world, and I look forward to reading for you guys next time. Take care, Scorpio.